Karmic justice in this world suggests that for every 2 nice guys, there is 1 nice girl. And I'm not talking about the actual nice people, I'm talking about the ones with the R/ in front of their name. The guys that would slash your tires so that you can't get to another date because you have to date me type beat. Those guys. And we kind of know how the nice guys sound, right? They say something, you reject them, and then after that, you're like, you're a fragile ego person. I see where this all went wrong. A lot of what they say is to try and hurt you in self-defense of protecting their own little fragile ego. Whereas r/nice girls, it's a bit different. I don't know if people have realized. What they do is they try to break people down into little amoeba cells of who they used to be. Some of the most harsh things I've ever seen or read have come from r/nice girls. So today, I wanted to go onto Reddit and actually read you some of them. Now, there's so many different subcategories. It feels like I'm an expert in this because I have had my run-in to some r/nice girls in my time. And wow, that is not fun some days. Hey, you like giving yourself gifts? I do. I give myself gifts a lot. The problem is, I'm a re-gifter, which is awkward. That's a little joke for your head top, but I'll tell you what isn't a joke. Lion's Tea Exchange. This is Lion's Tea Exchange, a family-owned small business that's based in Texas. And when I say small business, I mean they're hand-packed in the USA, not mass-produced or drop-shipped. These pyramid tea bags are filled with real tea leaves, individually wrapped with extra long strings, so it actually feels premium. They're made in Japan and designed to be compostable. They've got signature classics like Earl Grey and New York Breakfast. And if you're into more functional blends, they do mixes like lemon ginseng and apple cider rooibos, with ingredients that people love to add into their daily routines. And right now is the perfect time to get some because they've got winter flavors that are to die for. This is peppermint and by far my favorite. It's a perfect gift for yourself to say this year is going to be great. Or this year is going to be terrible, but damn, this is some good tea. Go to lionsteaexchange.com and check out this awesome, hand-packed, and delicious tea. Also, use code 16leo for 10% off at checkout. Nah, this year is going to be good. Real question to me would have been like, why are you interested in where I'm taking you out? Already, that's like an orange flag. That's one of those, hold up, what? Kind of conversations. Anyway, he says, do you have a place in mind? Very nice. She says, no, I'm an indecisive girl. Orange flag number 2. Decide. She says, and I will eat just about anything, so it's hard to choose just one. If she just put like the plant emoji, the eggplant, this conversation would have ended. I wouldn't have to read this. These two would have a baby. Are we thinking dinner date or something more exciting? Nice. I like the way that the guy's going there. He's just going with the flow. And she says, dinner date. Very dinner date. Obviously, dude. So then he says Chili's. And if you don't know what Chili's is, it's the thing that you put in your mouth and it's really hot. Also, it's a place where you eat food and they sing that song, Chili's. I know it from The Office. That's how I know it, actually. Apparently, it seems like a pretty shitty place, but I love shitty places, so I should probably go to Chili's. Then there's a reply. She says, oh, lol. And an emoji of Everybody Hates Chris from Everybody Hates Chris. I know that's not his actual name, but I like to prefer calling him Everybody Hates Chris. That's his first and last name. At this point, the guy starts realizing something is going wrong. And he says, I take it you don't want Chili's then? She says, nothing's wrong with Chili's, because nobody takes that disrespect. It's just a cheap place, and I'm questioning if you think I'm a cheap person. It's not somewhere you go on a dinner date to. I just gotta say this. And this is a real, actual thing. Let's say, who's the guy you girls like the most? Who's the hot guy? I don't know anybody's names. Timothy Chalamet. Does it matter if he takes you to Chili's or Bullies? Who the fuck cares? It's him, right? You're like, oh, great. If Anne Hathaway said to me, do you want to go eat out of a dumpster? I'd be like, yes, I already have my boob. It's that simple, right? It depends who it is. At this point, it feels like you don't care about the person, you care about the action. And at that point, you already know it's not love. It's just love off something. You love the ideal, which is already not good enough. She then says, more like a stop to eat on a road trip or something like that. So then he's like, then what would you prefer? And she says, well, something like Nobu? Nobu, for those of you who don't know, it's a place that is very expensive and normal plebeians like us probably won't even get seats there. Apparently it's very good. I would like to go one day, but okay. Then he says, pricey. You have expensive tastes, but if we're both paying, I'm down. So he's still kind of like, yeah, okay, that sounds great. But I mean, I suggested Chili's, you suggested fucking Michelin star restaurant. Let's both split the bill, which I think is so okay. So then she says, that's strike 3. I didn't even know we were counting. That's strike 3. If Nobu is pricey, then I question what kind of man I'm working with here. Imagine if she talked like that. She probably does. Of course we could split the bill, but for you to predetermine that option is... I don't fucking know what that face is. I just made a... Like, what is that? Like... Ooh... It's one of those, right? Makes me feel like you're holding me to the obligation that I have to pay. This feels super presumptuous on your part. So then he says, I'm so confused. Strikes? Because that's not actually how relationship works. That's how fucking bowling in a bowling alley works, you know, guys. Anyway, I don't want to leave this off on the wrong note, so could you please explain to me what I did wrong? You lack awareness if you can't see what you've done wrong. You also lack generosity, and you're clearly more concerned about costs rather than the experience itself. I've never seen a more stacked Uno reverse card than someone saying we should go to Nobu because Chili's is cheap, and then saying you lack generosity and you're clearly more concerned about costs. Sorry, but you will not be seeing me again. I want to keep my peace instead of allowing possibility of an egotistical man in my life, so your number is getting deleted. Goodbye. It's something that really sucks, right? Imagine getting called egotistical and cheap for wanting to go to Chili's. I have wanted to take a girl out to Denny's for so long. I've not successfully succeeded in that in a long. It's very sad actually when I think about it. But if a girl wants to go to Denny's with me, it's on. Like, she's getting grand slam after that, 100%. This is in the middle of a breakup. This is just someone posted, and they say, sorry, I've done that before. It's not worthwhile, and clearly this isn't what I'm looking for. Best of luck to you, Jessica. And she says, good to know you're broke and not a gentleman. So you'd want me to pay $20 for gas to drive to you and see you, and pay for my own food on top of spending 2 hours getting ready. If this is the energy you would project for a first date, I'm glad I'm not finding out anything else. I have no shortage of successful men who want to take me out. It's about finding a man who has my life together mentally, spiritually, and financially, so we can build a successful life together. You've shown who you are. I can tell a lot about a man before and during a first date, and you have already failed the test. 1 second. This is probably why you are single and miserable. Truly, thank you for showing me how pathetic you are. Wow, looks like dodged a bullet. I think he meant I dodged a bullet. All right, let's sit down and talk about this. This is why I need a podcast. You're not going to find success on a first date if you're predetermining the first date. Like, is this person a suitable candidate for me? And what I mean by that is, of course, everybody's doing that. But if you're literally just out here like, don't waste my time, I need to get 100% perfect, you're looking for a very specific person. Let's look at someone else. Hey, what are you doing Saturday? I saw this cool new Korean barbecue place in the inner city on TikTok, and I know you said you like KBBQ, so was wondering if you wanted to try it out. Let me know. Hope your day has been good. Not really interested anymore. Seems like you aren't available for me. I need someone with emotional availability, and I don't think you're that person. No offense, just don't think it's gonna work out. Did I do something wrong? I thought we had a great time on Friday when you said you wanted to go on another date, so I'm just wondering what has changed. Here it is. You didn't get back to me for 2 hours. I'm gonna let you ladies in on a secret. It's gonna be TMI. Not for me, but for some guys. Some guys
and I'm not joking with you, wrestle. Taking a shit for 2 hours. I promise you, this has happened to my friend. I was in a studio making music, and one guy went in and he didn't come back for 2 hours. And when we asked like, hey bro, what were you doing? He looked at us dead in the eye and he said, taking a shit. And nobody questioned anyone that day. We just went home silently. There was no music made that day, by the way. Anyway, that is the thing. What am I meant? To just wait by my phone for you to text me back? Also, who takes restaurant recommendations from TikTok? Seriously, grow up. I do. I was at my parents' house for lunch, like I told you yesterday. I'm sorry for not responding, but I was busy. Whatever. If you take 2 hours to respond to me every time, I don't want to talk to you, and I'm not doing it. This is ridiculous and makes me feel worthless. I don't know, man. If you have a time limit to respond to a girl or a man or anyone, it's over. So this is what he says. Look, I'm sorry that I made you feel that way, but it was not my intention. But like I said, I was busy, and so I can't text you all the time every day. I have a demanding job and see my family quite a bit. I wouldn't expect you to be available for me 24/7. This is what some of the girls want, right? This is something called unachievable expectations. When someone is like, I want you to be wealthy, I want you to be a family man, I don't want you to be going out, but I also want you to provide me with everything. It's kind of like, I know I have a job that requires a lot of my attention. This actually takes a lot of work, believe it or not, I know. So I can get you the money and stuff, but you have to sacrifice a little bit in the fact that you have to share me with my job for now. And also the family thing, like, it was 2 hours. It's like he basically just ate, took one little tiny shit maybe took a nap, maybe a siesta. I don't know. Then he messaged her back. He even said, let's go to KBBQ. That's the greatest, it's a yes from me. Like, honestly, if my enemy said, let's go KBBQ, I'm gonna kill you after, I'd be like, all right, what are we having? Let's do it. Does she respond? She does. That's what a relationship is. Being available for each other when I need it. Oh, she says when we need it. If you are ignoring me, then I don't want a piece of it. Good luck finding a girl that's gonna put up with your shit. Bye, asshole. If this dude was in a car crash, she'd be like, yeah, well, I've seen many car crashes, and a lot of people call their families. What happened, Mike? So he says, are you being serious? I'm blocking you. Do not contact me again. I do not want to hear from you. Okay. Bye, loser. Good luck finding a woman that is interested in whatever twisted game you are playing and get his personality from TikTok. Asshole. You know, I thought you were different, but clearly you do not respect a woman or my time. You have led me on and made me believe you are a decent guy when you are really an asshole. She can't spell your. I never want to hear from you again. Your actions have shown me who you truly are. I'm reporting your Hinge account and I hope you get banned. Thanks for showing me your true colors. Hinge is like, yes, what is the report? Oh, he didn't reply for 2 hours. Oh, let me get Jeff with the world's smallest fucking violin to play it for you. Hey, I had a really good time tonight. Same. I always have a wonderful time with you. Oh, if it just ended there. Yeah, dinner was amazing. I just have something to say. Please don't take this the wrong way. What's up? Did you seriously only get me flowers, or is there another surprise or something? What do you mean? Again, dinner was great and I'm not complaining. It's just flowers? Really? That's like the most generic female gift possible. Lol. Most girls don't care for them outside the movies. Lol. It wouldn't be so bad if you got something else too, but no, just useless flowers. I also got dinner. It was fun? I'm so confused. Lamau, dinner was an activity. Flowers are a gift. I'm not complaining about the activity or the evening. I'm complaining about the gift. Not that hard to understand. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck indeed, lol. I just thought it was a nice gesture along with the dinner. I didn't think it was mandatory. I didn't think it was mandatory I get you an Iron Man suit as well. Iron Man suit, lol! Oh my god, you're so dramatic. No other guy has treated me like this, and my girlfriends agree I deserve better. I shouldn't settle for a man who won't treat me like the queen I am. Just take this as a kick up the ass to work harder, lol. You don't deserve better. You deserve the streets. Good luck in the future. We're done. He knew when to dip. So much to break down there. Firstly, let's talk about flowers. I have been given flowers before by a girl. It is the sweetest thing in the world. It makes me want to cry. I've gotten flowers to people. I didn't know it was a bad thing. I don't know if it is a bad thing. Apparently, dinner is not good enough to some people, but the most important part there, she said, my girlfriends agree I deserve better. This is the thing. And this is mostly aimed at people who want to be in good relationships. Get you friends who actually support you. You deserve better is not always the best thing to say to someone. Sometimes they're not in your position. They don't see you with the other person every day. So in a lot of times, especially in high school, I had some people who are like, after in any fight, they'd be like, dump him. And it's kind of like, I know they're your friends. I think all of my friends always have wanted better for me. But whenever someone is in a disagreement or something isn't working, you can see when it's right and when it's wrong. Dude, a guy who knows when to dip out, my boy. A girl who knows when to dip out, my girl. If you see a nice guy or a nice girl getting at you, you gotta dip the fuck out. Girls know when to dip out. This is why I dap them up, but they know exactly the moment they're like, I'm not dealing with you. Girls are very good at that. Guys sometimes will be like, whoo, she's a toughie. And then your other friends have to be like, bruh, I am not letting you do this again. Let's see if I have one more. I have two more, actually. Matched with a girl yesterday. I told her I had a cat. She even asked me to get rid of it. Ooh! I love cats. I love dogs. I need both of them in my life. If there is a girl who doesn't like cats or dogs, this is not going to go well. I don't even know her and I never met her. Damn, I saw your text to her. Must have been a lie, huh? You want me so bad, huh? Well, first off, my name is Erika. I'm her best friend of 9 years, so no, I do not want you. Okay, Erika, I've been sleeping all day. I'm going back to bed, lol. Sleeping all day, huh, baby boy? You sure did reply fast for someone who's sleeping all day. I'll give her that. I'll have her block your number. Good day. Then he says, thank God, which is never a good thing. At least now you can go... Woo! I guess I'm gonna read that then. At least now you can go f your dirty cat over having a wife. That's a sentence that got said. I'm gonna read it as she wrote it. Mentally restarted ass dude. That's a new one. Restarted. That's what happens when my PlayStation messes up. I restart it. You ask old girl out, then ghost her the next morning all because she's highly allergic to cats and you don't give a fuck about her mental health. Oh, I just added mental, sorry. About her health. The mafau, you do know we've all seen what you said to her in the group chat. You're mentally effing stupid to be putting some animal over a future with someone. God, get a grip on life. I hope someone runs that stupid ass cat over with a car. I'm a nice girl. You know it's a better thing? This is the end, by the way. You know it's a better thing to do? Not like with that. I think that they should put like some of your texts up when you're on dating profiles to see like, you know, latest texts, latest way of talking. Because the thing with apps is that we look at some of the girls and guys and we're like, oh yeah, you're hot. And then you message someone and you're like, ugh. At some point, for me, it's gonna be like, how do you talk to people? I know you look good, but can you handle a conversation? Can you get through a conversation without hurling restarted at people? I bet you she meant to say the actual one and she just misspelt it, but it's now it's taken a life of its own. The whole point is that if you're someone who thinks you're a nice person and then you say the F word a lot to people or wish good things happen to people or their animals they're in or their parents or don't like their job or whatever, it's pretty bad. I've had this happen. I've had people talk about my condition and say you're lying and stuff like that, and I was like, I wish I was. Sometimes it doesn't work out, and like it's not always personal. I think it very often isn't personal, and maybe you gotta fix that. I don't know with nice guys. I know that until they learn how to fix their fragile egos, they really don't deserve to have a partner long term, because that's gonna be a war. And I feel the same for nice girls, but I don't know if they just move on to other people who accept it, or they actually get to a point where they're like, maybe I shouldn't tell people to kill their cats. Maybe I think I'm gonna not do that now. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what their journey is. And maybe down the line, they're gonna be like, I'm sorry. I was on methamphetamine when I said I'm going to kill your cat. I'm not now, and I am very healthy. In any case, if you ever meet a nice girl and you're a guy, run. I would suggest that. And if you are a nice girl, I'm sorry to have offended you. I'm sure that my Instagram DMs are going to be open for paragraphs of why I'm wrong, and how I'm short, ugly, and stupid. Thank you so much for listening to this video. It's been very cathartic, actually. I hope that I can do more of these where I just talk. I kind of like this. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Thank you so much if you subscribed or even just watched this. I appreciate you endlessly. I'm slurring my words. It's the meth. I'm not on meth. Bye.
Go to lionsteaexchange.com and check out this awesome, hand-packed, and delicious tea. Also, use code 16leo for 10% off at checkout. Nah, this year is gonna be good.